What I'd like to discuss this time, GPT, is I would like you to present shocking or surprising facts in the B2B sales world, and I want to comment on them. How does that sound?
That sounds like a great plan. Let's kick things off with a surprising fact. Did you know that only about 25% of B2B sales leads are actually qualified? What do you think about that?
I mean, when define qualified and define lead.
A qualified lead in B2B sales typically refers to a prospect that has been vetted and meets specific criteria, indicating they're likely to become a customer. This could include factors like budget, authority to make decisions,
All right, yeah.
for the product, and
got
timing.
Okay.
A lead is anyone who shows interest in your product or service, but
Oh, okay.
might not necessarily fit these criteria yet.
I see.
So in this context,
Okay.
only 1 in 4 leads meets the criteria to be considered a serious potential buyer.
So yeah, I mean that does make sense to me because qualifying for your product or service or the mix of both that many things are these days you look at the array of companies out there, and there's a lot of companies B2B that we are looking, like, you start a company to fill a gap somewhere, usually like somewhere in the assembly line, in the whatever, the logistics, transportation piece of it. There's the technology piece. You try to find a gap out there and you build something that fills the gap. People use it because it's not there yet, and it's helping fill some it's helping take away a challenge that somebody has. So therefore, there's a lot of companies out there. I feel like you start a company, you have to go somewhat niche. There's not many things that haven't been, band-aided up with some company of some sort providing some solution for it. And so to hear a fourth of the leads are not qualified, I believe that. In that, I think many times the one that we probably focus on the most is still the most underqualified.
That's a great point. The specialization and niche focus of many B2B companies means that finding the right match is crucial. It's all about zeroing in on that specific. This makes the qualification process even more important and challenging. Do you think this level of specialization also made it harder for sales teams to identify and nurture qualified leads?
It doesn't have to be. Initially, yes. It appears to be harder.
That makes sense. Initially, the challenge is figuring out exactly who fits and how to. But once you've identified your ideal customer profile,
right,
the process should become more streamlined. Shall we move on to another surprising fact?